Don't drink champagne on New Year's. A message for Americans. The vast majority of champagnes we buy and drink in the U.S. are overpriced luxury brands made of cheap materials, harmful farming practices, and at times exploitive labor. We get told constantly that Champagne, the region, is, quote, moving toward, end quote, more sustainable practices, and that it is continually, quote, doing better, end quote, with regard to ecological viticulture. But that's because it has so far to go. As a region, it consistently uses the highest percentage of pesticides of any wine region in France. Its governing body made a commitment for all of its producers to be pesticide-free by this year, 2025. But by 2025, they had abandoned this commitment. And instead this year, several growers were found to be exploiting workers from North Africa and Ukraine in squalid, indentured-servitude conditions to tend vineyards. The big brands that Americans pay over $60 for to have a boujee soiree are sparkling, pesticide-laden swill. Champagne was always a marginal climate for wine. That's why the English back-sweetened the tart, flavorless barrels of cheap booze, accidentally initiating a re-fermentation and inventing sparkling wine. They were trying to make it palatable. And climate change isn't helping. Yes, they get some more ripeness now, but also more rainfall, hail, and fungi. Pinot Noir and Chardonnay, the big varieties of Champagne, aren't 21st century grapes. Some of the most susceptible to mildew and disease, they require enormous amounts of sprays, and being organic doesn't help. With these varieties, it just means you're creating a toxic environment with excessive copper and killing your soils with compaction. The hybrid grape Voltis, which is less susceptible to mildews, was approved for use in Champagne because of all of this, but it has only been allowed to make up to 6% of the blend. There are some very thoughtful producers doing a lot of hard, amazing viticulture in Champagne, but they are small scale. Most Americans outside of the coasts will never see or even have access to their bottles. So let's call most Champagne what it is, a con job. It's a shoddy, environmentally damaging concoction sold as a VIP experience. It's snake oil. Instead, start the new year right. Drink something local, authentic, and organically farmed, at least. A prime choice for an incredible price is the Northern Spy from Eve's Cidery in Van Netten, New York. Amazing bubbles and a sweet appley nose, but bone-dry, flinty, and tart lemony palate. It's a fine Champagne method sparkling wine from New York using organically farmed apples of a variety that was bred in New York. Or try Ci Confonde Rosé from La Garagista if you like your bubbles to be pink. This is a special wine that will blow your mind, made with Frontenac Gris and using uncertified but organically and biodynamic practices. Or try Lightning Bug from Apollo Vineyards in New Hampshire, a sparkling from their no-spray Brianna grapes. Or try the certified organic sparkling rosé from Loving Cup Winery in Virginia, a stunning rosé made from mostly Cayuga white with a splash of Coral Noir for blush. For 100% American native bubbles, you can't beat the muscadine pet nats of Botanist and Barrel in North Carolina. And if you really need that imported feeling to feel special, the most special sparkling wine I had in 2025 was a bottle called Pelechaz Cuvée Exceptionnelle Vidal Brut Nature 2011. It's a sparkling Vidal Blanc that spent 12 years, yes, I said 12 years, on lees before disgorgement. It's from Sugar Hill Winery in Quebec and worth whatever it takes to smuggle it across the border into the U.S. On the West Coast, we have so many options. In California, we have everything from Domaine Anderson, if you want that traditional method vibe, certified organic and biodynamic, to the selection of sparkling treats from Tilted Shed, if you could care less about grapes, to the historic and amazing no-spray Pariah from North American Press, a sparkling rosé with the most yummy flavors you can only get from American grapes like Catawba, to Durham cider and wine selection of unique and local flavors, to the biodynamic lineup of sparklings from Montanur in Oregon, among so many others who I regret not mentioning. The point is, you can do so much better than Champagne, and you can do it locally, organically, and without paying exorbitant amounts to support bad farming and bad practices. Happy New Year.